What will that be? 9 to the power 12 plus 9 to the power 12 plus 9 to the power 12. Alternative A, 3 to the power 25. B, 3 to the power 24. C, 3 to the power 12. Or D, 9 to the power 36. What will the answer be? Well, you have to pause the video, try the exercise, and write your answer. In the comments at the end of the video, I'll see how many people got it right, how many people are on the right track, and who are having a little more difficulty. Okay, look at the following. 9 to the power 12 plus 9 to the power 12 plus 9 to the power 12 will be 3 times 9 to the power 12. Of course, this is going to be 3 times 9 to the power 12. So far, we're fine. This is easy, simple, straightforward. Okay, now I'm going to transform this 9 into a power of 3. So, I'm going to have the following. Pay close attention so you don't get lost. It will be 3 instead of placing 9. I'm going to place 3 squared, which is the same thing raised to the power 12. What do you think? Now we continue. 3 multiplied by 3, raised squared, raised to the whole power 12. I have a power of a power. Then the exponents multiply. Do you remember that rule where the exponents were multiplied? So I would have here 3 raised to the power of 12 by 2, 24. Okay, then notice how interesting. I have 3 raised to the power of 1, which multiplies to 3 to the power 24. I have the product of 2 equal bases. The rule tells me that when I multiply with equal bases, the base is maintained, and the exponents are added together. 1 plus 24. Continuing, 1 plus 24 is equal to 25. What would be the solution to exercise 3 raised to the power of 25? So the answer would be the letter A. Very easy, right? And if you're not following me yet, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe right now. What is 61% of 50? 27.9, 61.5, 50, or 30.5? What's the answer? Pause our video. Try the exercise and write your answer in the comments. Okay, let's solve this exercise, which is very easy, but I have to explain some very important rules. Saying that 61% of 50 is the same as saying 50% of 61. I'll repeat, 61% of 50 is the same as 50% of 61. These percentages are interchangeable. For example, if I have 5% of 10 here, it's the same as 10% of 5. Knowing that, I can rewrite this percentage in the following way. 61% of 50 is the same as 50% of 61. Now, how do I write this percentage in violation? 50% of 61, 50% is half of something. It's a half, it's half. For example, if I say I have 100 apples when 50% is half, 50 apples, 50% is half of something. So, 50% of 61 will be half of 61. And what is 61 divided by 2? It will be 30.5, that's the answer. Answer, letter D, easy. It's so easy that you can do this mentally by sight. If you like the video, leave me a like, and if you don't follow me, subscribe to the channel right now. How many squares are in this shape? Alternative A, 9, B, 10, C, 12, or D, 14. What is your answer? Pause the video, try it, and write your answer in the comments. Very good. There's several ways to do this exercise. There is one that is the most practical way for people who don't know some formulas. It is counting how many squares there are. I am going to teach you 2 ways, and the second way is more interesting. The first way is this. Look, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here I have another square. It would be 10. I have another one here, which would be 11. I have another one here, which would be 12. I have another one here that would be 13, and I have the big one that would be 14. That is the traditional way, the simplest way to do it. But imagine you have a square where you don't have 9 little squares. You have, for example, many more little squares. So the work would be quite arduous. It would be quite difficult, and it would take you a lot of time. But I want to teach you a formula today, which is this one here. Pay close attention. The formula is n multiplied by n plus 1 multiplied 2n plus 1, and all of this divided by 6. This is a very interesting formula, where n is the number of little squares that exist on each side. Look, on this side I have 1, 2, 3 little squares, which is the same number of little squares that there are on the other side. This formula works in which case when we have the same number of little squares on each side. For example, if here I have 5 little squares, here it must also have 5. If I have 10 here, it must have 10. So in those types of cases, this formula works. And it works very well. Look, I have 1, 2, 3 little squares here, 1, 2, 3 little squares here. Then n is equal to 3. So if we substitute it in the formula, this will be as follows. N is equal to 3. Multiplied by n plus 1, which is 4. Multiplied by 2n plus 1. If n is equal to 3, 2n will be 6, plus 1 will be 7. And all this divided by 6. Okay, let's simplify. I take out the third part. The third part will be 2. So it will be 4 by 7 divided 2. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 divided 2 is 14. What is the answer? So when you have a square with many little squares inside, apply this formula and you'll be successful. If you like the video, let me know in the comments. If you don't follow me, follow me. Subscribe to the channel right now.